Well, the simplicity of it, trying to teach complex moves is, not a lot is gained from people who haven't had a martial arts background. So I think this is highly teachable rather than something that's more complicated where they might not retain one technique, and with this you'll retain maybe one or two that will flow together and be effective on the street.
Do you think you, as an instructor from this, after taking this class, do you think you'll be able to program it, make your own lesson plans and stuff, and why?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you pretty much set it up for, it's set up for programming already. We're not going to have to, like you said, rolling it out will be a no-brainer because not only did you show us how to do the techniques, but you also showed us how to show someone else to do the techniques. So,
and you're a martial artist and mixed martial artist. What is some of the training you've had in the past in terms of that type of stuff?
Well, I started out in karate, taekwondo, competed in that a little bit when I was younger, and wrestled in high school for a year. Went on to full contact taekwondo when I was in my 20s, and then got into the MMA, which I liked, and that kind of got too rough for me to do as a weekend warrior type thing. So that brought me into jiu-jitsu. So I started down that path a little more, but I just like it all. And this kind of I find that in law enforcement, all the stuff, the striking is kind of out the window. I'm not one interaction where I've been able to utilize any karate or taekwondo or boxing or anything like that. It's not that it's not necessary sometimes, but it can be stopped before that, and this kind of stops it before it gets to that point where you're hurting someone.
What would you say surprised you most about it? Because you got a lot of experience. What surprised you most about this class?
Well, I think after having done martial arts starting like literally 30 years ago, this is a lot of the other systems took me 10 years to start making it work against someone of equal level. This you can use against someone who's a wrestler, who wrestled in high school, and maybe you didn't wrestle in high school, or whatever. As a law enforcement officer, you can make it effective against that person, and they're going to retain it faster than if you showed them some wrestling moves, or maybe something that takes a little more athleticism. So like I said, highly teachable, and very effective.
Would you recommend it for other law enforcement? Your
Definitely.
Brothers, and why?
Definitely. Well, like I said, I mean, I've tried to show people, some of the moves that I've learned in the past, and it's kind of intimidating, I think, or maybe I don't realize that they don't have that flexibility in their knees or their neck or whatever that you need to be able to do some of those. This is just straight up, like you were saying. I mean, this has been working for a long time, and why, if it's not broke, then why fix it, type deal.
Anything else you want to say, if you could say something to your fellow police officers about this? I mean, just if you were at the bar talking to them, what would you say about it?
I would say if you can get into the class, definitely check it out. It was a lot of fun, no injuries, knock on wood, and highly effective. So even as a person who's learned martial arts in the past, you can always learn more. And if you're someone who's never done it before, you're not intimidated of the people or the instructor that you're training with or for. So.